Are you looking for the best binoculars? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best binoculars on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Celestron Outland X 10x42. The Celestron Outland X 10x42 binoculars, $105, are priced so that people who are new to binoculars or folks looking for another pair can pick them up and enjoy them without a heavy investment. Though they may not be as premium as some other binos on this list, they've certainly earned their spot here. But don't let their budget-friendly price fool you, you can still expect a quality build and clear optics from the Outland X. The initial appeal of these binoculars is their compact size. But since we tested them in the middle of one of the hottest and wettest summers on record, they needed to be both fog-proof and weather-resistant. If the Outland XS could meet these demands, then they would be optimal for outdoor enthusiasts. We're happy to report back, after more than a month in the elements, they did. However, there's a flip side to every coin. First and foremost, these aren't for stargazing like their sisters, the Celestron Skymaster Pro 15x70. Also, though the Outland X has a smooth focus wheel that provides crystal clear imagery, the edges of the field of view are generally blurry. This increases at higher magnifications, which is even more noticeable in low light. These downsides wouldn't deter us from continuing to use these binoculars, however, they're worth mentioning. Number 2. Nikon Monarch M5 8x42. The Nikon Monarch M5 8x42, $270, binoculars are legendary in the binocular world. They're lightweight, durable, waterproof, and fog-proof. Additionally, the visual experience is unparalleled, which is one of the reasons why they're the best for birdwatching. With a price tag under $300, they're giving some of the premium-priced binos a real run for their money. The Monarch M5s, like their more expensive sibling, the M7s, are designed for users of all skill levels. They're well adapted for hiking, skygazing, and hunting, but the fact that they take very little adjusting or fine-tuning helped us corral them into the birdwatching category. Additionally, while panning, the distortion is minimal. Nikon's extra low dispersion, ED, glass is designed to work while you're on the move and in all light conditions. During testing, we followed a hummingbird and had no issues keeping up with it and locking in on it once it decided to hover in one place. Being the fastest and most elusive of birds, this was a major factor in the decision-making process. But testing wasn't just limited to our backyard. We took the Monarchs out in the rain during the day and on windy nights at the beach. In both settings, these binos performed extremely well. Part of this is due to the rubber casing allowing you to keep a solid grip on them in all conditions. That said, there were zero issues with fog, which is common of all of the binoculars on this list, but not of all binoculars. Our only complaint is the average close range of focus. If you're looking for a higher-end option ideal for birdwatching, give the Vortex Viper HD 10x42 a try. When it comes down to tracking down our feathered friends, half of the excitement is keeping up with them. The Monarch M5s were the cream of the crop for the job. Number 3. Maven C.3 10x50. The jury is still out regarding a narrow versus wide field of view for hunting binoculars, but seeing that most hunting in New England goes on in the woods, we're going with narrow for the sake of argument. That said, the Maven C.3 10x50, $500, binoculars are this year's Best Hunting Binoculars Award winner, partly due to that narrow view. Though we didn't take down any big game during testing, we did enjoy a few days out in the woods tracking and glassing deer, fox, and rabbit. With 10x magnification and a 50mm objective lens, the C.3s are made for seeing long distances and letting in ample light at dusk and dawn when most woodland creatures are active. This is also why we prefer the 250-foot field of view, as it allows us to focus on a narrower band, which helps when looking at longer distances. The C.3s are full-sized, which doesn't make them as easy to take hiking and trekking as a more compact pair like the Nikon Trailblazer 8x25 ATB would. But as they're incredibly well balanced, they're easy to use for long periods when you're stationary. Though you can expect exceptional clarity during the day with them, you'll benefit most from these binoculars in low light and growing light scenarios. They're also waterproof and fog-proof and carry a lifetime warranty. Number 4. Vortex Diamondback HD 8x42. The Diamondback HD binoculars by Vortex, $290, were one of our hottest runner-ups. These optics can hold a candle to any other pair of binoculars on the market. Users should always prioritize lens quality when buying a pair of binoculars. In this category, Vortex is especially hard to beat. The brand's patented HD optics are designed to give the ultimate viewing experience in terms of resolution, sharpness, light capture, and color fidelity. No matter the light conditions, the Diamondback HD 8x42 binoculars guarantee excellent visibility. Further, binoculars are often tossed in backpacks or exposed to the elements on the trail. Vortex recognizes this and has protected its Diamondback HD lenses with armor tech to shield them from grime, dirt, oil, scratches, and anything else that could compromise the viewing experience. Beyond the optics, the Diamondback HD binoculars build is tough to beat. At their core, these binoculars are light and durable, and the outer rubber coating adds an extra layer of protection and grip. Vortex excels in the accessory department, as the Diamondbacks are compatible with both car window mounts and tripod adapters to help steady the optics when viewing. Like many other binos on our list, Vortex packages its binoculars with a neck strap, lens covers, and a protective case and harness. The only downsides? A tricky-to-manage harness and a few clunky elements on the binoculars themselves. Number 5. Maven B1.2 8x42. You might think that at nearly $1,000, the Maven B1.2 8x42, $950, binoculars are wicked expensive, and generally speaking, you're right. However, in the world of premium binoculars, this is a bargain. Maven makes some of the highest quality binoculars available. From the field of view to the clarity to the overall build, the B1.2s are Maven's flagship binos for a reason. Aside from its durable, waterproof, and fog-proof design, the Maven B1.2 binoculars offer incredibly crisp and clear images. They were even a tad bit sharper than the highest-priced pair on our list, the Leupold BX5 Santium HD 10x42. Where most other binoculars suffer from some level of edge distortion, the B1.2s do not. You might not think this is a big deal, but when you're trying to zero in on a particular subject, they eliminate the need to move your head when something appears at the perimeter of your field of view. Which, by the way, is 420 feet, giving you a considerable landscape to explore without distortion. We won't go out on a limb and say that the B1.2s are compact, but they are smaller than the original B.1 binoculars that they are based on. When it comes down to carrying something around your neck or having to sit still and stare through it for a while, weight and balance become a factor. That is unless you want to carry around a tripod, but for $950, you don't want to have to invest any more money. The big picture here is that though the B1.2s are incredibly easy to use by people of all skill levels, they're made for people who use and rely on their binoculars more than the average user.